and you can make.
Good evening. Today is Monday, November 14th, 2022. Thank you for joining us. Tonight on News 13, the state has a new Commissioner of Revenue as Governor Dunleavy announces a series of appointments today. And Election Day is now behind us, but the Department of Elections still has some counting to do. We'll explain. Those stories and more, plus Julie Swisher has your full interior weather forecast. I'm Alex Bengal, and this is News 13.
Keeping our eye on the interior. News 13 starts right now.
Governor Mike Dunleavy announced a series of appointments today. Adam Crum, formerly Commissioner of the Department of Health, has taken over the role of Commissioner of Revenue. His appointment, according to AP, requires confirmation by the state legislature and comes after the resignation of Lucinda Mahoney in September. Meanwhile, Crum's former seat will be taken up by Heidi Hedberg, who will serve as the acting health commissioner. Dunleavy also officially appointed Tyson Gallagher as his chief of staff. Gallagher has been serving as acting chief of staff since July of this year. And with Election Day nearly 1 week past, the Alaska Division of Elections continues to tally results. The ballots that were cast at polling places early and on November 8th have largely been added to the unofficial results. Left to process are absentee ballots, both in person and by mail, online votes, and questioned ballots. When these votes reach the Division of Elections, they are checked on the outside by election staff to make sure they are eligible to be counted. They are then checked by a bipartisan absentee review board. Finally, on specified dates, they are opened and counted. After this process is completed, all votes go to the State Review Board.
The State Review Board is the board that comes after we're done all counting, and they go through all of the materials, and they're the ones that have they look at everything, make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, and they're the ones who actually will say, okay, these results are official and we've been through them, we certify, you can now certify the election.
Questioned ballots go through a similar review process, but with a different review board. Mail-in ballots have so far seen a rejection rate of 1.1% this election, much lower than with the special primary this year, which saw as much as 4.5% of ballots not counted. Vanumii attributes this to better public education on the requirements for an absentee ballot.
All the requirements to have your by-mail ballot count are still in play. Signature, voter identifier, and a witness. I think that we really tried hard in every message we got out about absentee voting, make sure you have those three components to ensure that your ballot can be included and eligible for counting. So I don't think anything other than that. I mean, we really pushed that message out hard.
Now, the next set of results is scheduled to be released tomorrow, followed by another update expected on Friday. Then on November 23rd, the division plans to hold a live-streamed event in which voters can watch as round after round of ranked choice voting is tallied in each race. The target date to certify the results is November 29th. And in other news, Alaska's largest college savings plan announced its very young winner of an annual $25,000 scholarship giveaway.
Maxine, what do you want to be when you grow up? A YouTuber. I love it. You'll definitely have to get some training after school, and that's what that scholarship is for.
Maxine is an 8-year-old in Juneau who was surprised at her school with the Alaska 529 College Savings Account Scholarship. This program, sponsored by Education Trust of Alaska and Alaska 529, helps provide financial resources to Alaska students. In a press release from Alaska 529, Samantha Jenkins, Maxine's mom, said the scholarship will be a great help with covering Maxine's future educational expenses, pointing to education often being expensive in both money and time. This was the 13th year of the annual giveaway. And now, folks, let's get a sneak peek at the weather with Julie Swisher. What's new, Julie?
Hey there, Alex. Well, I just want to say how cool is that? Congratulations, Maxine.
Well, as far as weather goes, what a weekend, right? We saw warmer temperatures. Those sunsets were just beautiful. And then last night and early this morning, freezing rain. And I got to tell you, Alex, my shoulder is still a little sore from scraping off all of that residue left up on my windshield. What can we expect going into this week? Well, temperatures are going to start to slowly go back to normal, and I'll have all the details coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thanks, Julie. And stick around, folks. Coming up after the break, UAF has the only 3D metal printer in the University of Alaska system, and it's made a big difference for all who use it. Stay tuned to News 13.